Wow, we back. Live out your dreams. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And today we're talking about Ice Cube explains why the Raiders didn't draft Shedeur Sanders. Now everybody know Ice Cube is a big Raiders fan, as he should be. Los Angeles to Las Vegas to Oakland, and that's who he grew up on. So they were Los Angeles Raiders when he was growing up. And the Raiders is a real prominent franchise in the league, and always have been. So let's see what Q talking about. A story about Brock Vieira. And we're gonna look him up and see if he wrote a good piece or a bad piece later. But let's breeze through this. The Raiders joined franchise and let a Colorado quarterback fall out the first round. Players carries likely should have been selected initially through their selection. Sanders' draft was so unexpected. Everyone was coming up with a reason why it happened. The quarterback needed teams, and considering Shedeur relationship with Brady, it appeared the Raiders could be home for Sanders. However, the Raiders stayed far away, eventually drafting Tommy Millette and Cam Miller. Legendary rapper, producer, chronicling the Raiders moved from Oakland to LA, and massive Raiders fan Ice Cube shared his thoughts on why his beloved team passed. We don't skip base. It did bother me. I wanted him, but I understand, Ice Cube said. I can see from a coach's point of view why not to take him, because you take him, you don't have a good season or two, Deion get your job. I think a lot of coaches are like, nah, I don't want to draft my replacement. I think that might have been the biggest reason why he slipped. It wasn't because of how he plays on the field. It's probably because they were scared to lose their job at Deion. And that's what I'm saying. There's always something, bro. They're scared to lose their job at Deion. Like I said, there's always something, bro. Deion just signed a 5-year deal, bro. You know what I'm saying? Deion just signed a 5-year deal. He don't want to coach in the NFL for real. But people, I don't know. I don't know though, bro. I don't know, bro. But if you draft Shedeur, you're gonna be straight. That's the main thing. And it ain't got it's just always something, bro. It should be noted that there were never been any legitimate interest in NFL for the coaching of Colorado's DR. Sanders himself has expressed that he has no desire to coach in the pros and that his goal is to shape young men into football. The Raiders were not going to draft Sanders with 6th overall pick. That was going to be Ashton Genty. The Raiders didn't draft Sanders because they just signed Geno to an extension that would have expired 1 year before Sanders' rookie deal would have. The Raiders have a starter and a backup. They're more likely the reason they passed on Sanders. It is what it is. Ice Cube giving a politically correct answer or whatever, but I'm not even gonna concern myself with trip. Man, we in Cleveland now, the worst place to be. He 4th string in Cleveland, and it is what it is, man. There's another article up here talking about Shedeur. This is what like Shedeur will get cut. Stephen Corder, there go that boy again. We're gonna definitely put his name to his face. So here we go. Just months ago, Shedeur's face of Colorado. Now his dream is under immediate threat, according to ESPN Daniel. Sanders is likely to begin training camp forward and is real danger of being cut by the Browns before the season begins. For Colorado fans who watch Sanders throw 41 with the sign cover, but being selected behind Gabriel adds an element of uncertainty. Although many have ranked him higher in the 3rd round pick before the draft, being selected behind adds an element of uncertainty. He doesn't have a guaranteed roster spot. That uncertainty looms large despite Sanders' pedigree and potential. While Sanders continues to voice confidence, GMs weren't as sure, letting Shedeur slide all the way to the 5th. That fall stung, especially for a quarterback. Browns traded up to get him. That move suggests some level, but commitment only for Atlanta. Sanders will need to outperform Gabriel, but so he's more valuable than Pickett. Still, there's one thing Colorado fans know is Shedeur thrives when the odds are stacked. We're just battling through 95, solid $7 wherever he's been. Sanders has been a player Sanders has never been a player to back down. And I don't know, bro, but it is what it is, though, man. If they do cut him, it's all part of the conspiracy against this kid. It actually can happen, bro. It actually can happen where the NFL can say they gave him a chance when they really didn't give him a chance, and they can cut him, and then he can be somebody like Colin Kaepernick putting out tape of what he's working out. Chance because the NFL is already stacked the odds against them. Don't want him to do nothing. Gonna put him in the worst position that you can possibly go to, and he's a fourth string at that coming into this. And this is Shedeur Sanders. Like, this is the best quarterback in college football the last 2 years. He was the best college football quarterback before then at Jackson State, but everybody knew how good he was then. But you know, it is what it is, man. People gonna always, but if they just give him a fair, not even a fair chance, they just give him an opportunity. That's all he asked for. He will handle his business. He will be handling his business and be great. But the question is, will they give him an opportunity? Will they give this kid an opportunity, man? Y'all know what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. And I always live out the dream. Peace.